Hey kid, got your new mask for Halloween.
Oh, very nice.
Shall we put it on?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is gonna be cool. Cool. That looks really awesome, dude. Hey. Hey. You look good.
It's almost time, kids. Wear your masks. The clock is ticking. It's
Happy
almost
Halloween. Greetings, my grotesque guests. Welcome to another episode of Halloween Countdown. 31 films in 31 days. Ooh. Ooh, sorry. Tonight, we watched Alien. Alien, directed by Ridley Scott and starring Sigourney Weaver and a whole host of actors from the 70s. It's basically a haunted house in space. And no can scream. It is a brilliant film, in my opinion. The suspense builds. You hear the heartbeat, and everything builds to this crescendo of fear and thrills. What did you think? I don't think you like it, do you?
I don't think I've properly watched it through in its entirety ever until this viewing. I'd seen bits of it, knew the chest burst and all the rest of it, and a few little bits. But when I sat and watched it last night, I've never watched it fully before, and I realised that. And it was good to see the more recent film Prometheus, and seeing how it links in, and like the engineers' spacecraft, and obviously they won't call that in this one because they didn't know what they were.
Space jockey, I think that was the term.
I actually really enjoyed it. It kind of has all the mix and the elements of a really good, scary film, because you're in one of the most isolated places you could ever be in. You're not in the North Pole, you're actually off the planet, you're on your own, you're out there. There was only 7 crew, wasn't there?
Yeah.
However million miles away from Earth, with all this, minimal law on, and try to get yourself back to Earth. The dynamic seemed okay on the team. It's very 70s-esque that, that all the blokes were in charge, really.
Well,
she was third in line.
Was she third in line? I thought she was second.
Third. It was...
Ian Holm got second, didn't he? Because of the science aspect.
No, he was in control of science. It was the Maverick guy, not Maverick guy, the guy at Top Gun. Tom Skerritt. I can't think of his blinking name when I watched it. John Hurt's character, and then Sigourney Weaver, because she's the one who says, well, after yous, I'm in charge and you have to do what I say.
Yeah, when you're not on the ship.
But basically, how did they get to that planet?
Well, that's how they get pulled out of hypersleep, because the mother, the spaceship, detects what they think is a distress call, and then they come out of hypersleep to investigate, because it's a transmission from the company. So they come out and then they investigate, and then when they go down to the planet, Sigourney Weaver finds out that it's not a distress call, it's a warning not to... This is... we'll get into Prometheus later, but yeah, that's how they get on the planet.
Right.
What did you think of the scenes on the ship? On the engineers' ship? We'll call them engineers because we know that's what they are now.
I was just going to tell a little bit more about the story.
Oh, sorry, go on,
I
yeah.
watched it. So, obviously, three men crew go out to investigate, which is the captain. I'm not really sure what John Hurt's role was. I must have missed it. And then the really annoying woman out of the Witches of Eastwick, who pukes cherry seeds everywhere with that really awful voice. They go out, do a bit of a recon, but they don't just do that, they go fully into the ship in it, like they sort of exploring. They find the ship, it's almost like a horseshoe ship, isn't it? And they go into there, and you find the engineer, the big skeleton, is dead, sat at the controls, which is in Prometheus. It's really good to see, I've never seen it before. And the people are tiny, and you made the point that it was actually children or something dressed up like astronauts, as if it was them. So it was really effective. The practical effects I thought were fantastic. And they're not, I didn't look and go, God, that's aged. I looked and thought that looks really good still. I prefer practical to CGI.
Come on, baby.
But things happen, face huggers pop out, John astronaut helmet. The other two bring him back to the ship, and as they're in the sort of, you know, the they're sort of explaining what's happened. Sigourney Weaver's character says, I'm not letting you back on, you could be infected, and you start
Following procedure.
Following
No.
Oh, that's a new one, sorry. David had the new one, Prometheus.
It's Ash.
Yeah, Ash in this one. He just opens the door, basically doesn't listen to her, so they come in, they put him into, like, you know, the isolation, and they're checking him over, doing a scan, and they can see something's down his throat as if it's breathing for him. I think it's the longest I've ever seen a face hugger on people, because it's on there.
They're very quick. They change times and gestation periods.
But he's basically left on his own. They're all trying to figure out what's gone on, and then Ash calls him down, and they go down, and the thing's disappeared off his face. So they all sort of go and find it. They do find it, and it's dead. There's a bit of a good jump scare with it.
Yeah.
And he seems okay. Kind of wakes up, doesn't he? Seems okay. And then it's the infamous, I think, chest popping scene where you think he's choking, and then all of a sudden, obviously, it's boom, and you know, the little alien disappears and gets away. And then,
hello, my baby.
And so it ensues from there that they're trying to find this alien aboard their spaceship. They've got some damage, haven't they, to it? So they're trying to deal with that, and kind of one by one,
picked off.
they're getting picked off. I did really enjoy it. I have to say, I did enjoy it.
It is a good film.
Yeah, very well acted actually. Even the guy who's at the Green Mile, you know, Dead Man Walking, who just goes, "What is it he always says?" Right.
Yeah.
I just think that it's a really good cast. A lot of famous people really in it. Don't know how famous they were back then. But you know, it's a good story. I don't really know. There's a few bits in it. You just think.
You're talking about Ash's the cutscene between Mannequin Ash and Ash through a table.
You have to glance over that.
I love that bit. I think it's
still
really good.
I'd still rather have that than, you know, CGI, where they sort of they pull it apart. They realise Ash is a
goddamn robot.
He's a robot, and then they wire him back up to try and sort of see if he knows how to kill this thing. And he's like, basically, no, I wish you luck type of thing. I sympathise. And when they sort of switch him off and make him active, it was really like a weird cut where it's clearly a mannequin and then it's him. But no, it's good, and the alien is terrifying in it. I think
close-up shots, not you don't see the alien from like a wide angle. It's always close, and the scene in the air ducts is great.
Yeah.
Because it's coming down, you don't know where it is, and then it's there and it's out.
Yeah.
And the scene at the end where it jumps out and it just looks like part of the control panel or the ducting in the spaceship.
Yeah.
It's just brilliant.
Yeah, it's a good film. I do understand why it's sort of held up there. I did enjoy it, and I would watch it again. Yeah, there's a couple of things you do have to sort of glance over, and poor cat. The cat survived for ages, and then obviously.
Oh, that's fine.
How did it go in with her?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have missed
No,
that bit.
yeah.
How was that? How did the cat got blown up?
Cat
Because obviously
Jonesy.
she blows the ship up thinking it's on there, and she tries to
She
get
tries
away.
to stop it though.
Yeah.
She's the last one. And yeah, it's a really good film. It's a shame that Ridley Scott isn't up to the standard as he was back then, but he seemed to find that with all directors.
I just think as well, I don't feel there's been a film as good as it before or after, like as in a space while you're in space. There's been so many space films. I do quite enjoy space films.
I think it was one of the first, and it took the style, because it was a couple of years after Star Wars, so it took the style of the lived-in spaceship. So it's not clean.
Well, it's
and,
not a posh spaceship. They're
No.
all rafters.
It's truckers in space.
Yeah.
And and if you look at that aesthetic, they seem to be the best space films, if you know what I mean. So you got like Firefly and stuff like that. That I know we only got one series in a film, but that seems to take that element from that. I like it. I'm not ashamed to say it.
And I do like how
There are elements in for me which
Don't touch it!
if something's massive and falling this way, you would run. You wouldn't run where it's falling, you'd go sideways. And also, the guy who's an entomologist and is shitting himself when he sees a load of dead bodies, but when he sees an alien worm, he tries to pet it. What a fucking idiot.
Well, I'm going to give it 5 ghouls. I did really enjoy this. Probably one of the, well, it was the best one I think we've watched this countdown.
Wow. I'm also going to give it a 5. It is a good film. It is worth 5. 5 ghouls. 5 xenomorphs.
I'm sure everybody has seen.
Yeah, well, that's why I've not really said much about it, because what is there more to say about it that hasn't already been said?
I would watch it. I mean, we've obviously put a lot
We
of
haven't.
spoilers.
We haven't really put spoilers in though.
79.
79.
It's getting, it's getting on this film. It's not.
But it looks new. I suppose the
It
elements.
hasn't aged.
Maybe the
only thing is
computer elements.
The computer was they probably height of sophistication.
It's like a dot
But
matrix or
even then,
something
you
like
could
that.
get away with it being a retro computer.
Yeah. But
I
then that's why you can sort of contrast it with Prometheus, because that ship was new, and I suppose it's supposed to be a few years before or whatever. But that was a rich ship,
They were looking
whereas
for life,
these
weren't
were.
they? They're looking for mineral ore.
Yeah. So you can say that the difference, and it works well.
It does. It's
Just a
good
really good film.
I would watch it. 5 for me.
Sorry.
Is that curry?
Can you do the sign off?
Yeah. I can't remember what you said, but basically, like, share, subscribe. Hopefully you've enjoyed our countdown. Tomorrow is the last day. It's day 31. It's Halloween. That's what we've all been waiting for. And tomorrow we are reviewing Halloween 3. Good night, my movie ghouls. Sleep tight.
want to get home. I end up like you. I think it's time to fight. That's not going to do much good, is it? Right. I know. It's time to do my predator thing. Hey up, you wee bugger, come and get me.